A few days ago, I made a video that I quit my high-paying central government job to pursue my passion and become a full-time writer. On it, the comments were mixed. Some of them were congratulatory and saying that my video inspired them to also pursue their passion. But most of you don't know the full story behind this drastic career shift that I chose to make at this age. And this video is going to be the full story behind that, and I'm also going to discuss 4 questions that you have to ask yourself before you quit your job to pursue your passion. Hello everyone, my name is Anangsha Lamyan and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos about freelance writing and designing your ideal life as a writer. And if we've met before, hello and welcome back to my channel. No matter how much you love your passion or how much deeply you feel that you yearn for that career choice, the future is never uncertain, because one day the things might go over the moon and be so great, and another day they might come crashing down. If you have only watched that one video, it might seem that for me it was very easy and I just quit my job on an impulse and I just happened to get lucky. But in truth, it took me more than 1 year of careful consideration before I finally reached the decision of quitting my job. In September 2020, that was the first time that the idea struck my head that I want to be self-employed. But I could finally take the leap and take the plunge into being self-employed in September 2021. So that's 1 year of a lot of overthinking and weighing the pros and cons and all the uncertainties, weighing the uncertainties that comes with this career switch. And if you think you're in the same boat where you feel that you might want to quit your job to pursue your passion, in this video, I am discussing 4 questions that you need to ask yourself before you quit your high-paying job and become a self-employed person. The first question is, do I have more than one stable income source? Life as a self-employed person is never easy. Even if you have a very solid and very stable income source, tomorrow something might happen and that income source might just dry up. Imagine what might have happened when TikTok was banned in India. So many creators depended on TikTok for their living and suddenly it was banned. How would you feel if your whole job, your entire source of living was taken away from you in one day? And to save yourself from that state of mind and that disastrous turn of events, it's very important to develop more than one income source. As for me, I currently have 4 stable income sources. One of them is Medium, one of them is Newsbreak, and I have 2 freelance clients who engage me on a day-to-day basis, but we have signed a year-long contract. Aside from that, I have a few income sources and I have made previous videos discussing all these different income sources, and you can watch that video right here. This was for May 2021. Now the scenario has changed a little bit, but it will give you a brief idea of how I make multiple sources of income as a self-employed person. Number 2, do I have an emergency fund? See, as a self-employed person, no matter how many income sources you build for yourself, there will come a time, or there might come a time, correcting my words there, when suddenly all of that just stops working for you. Or maybe even if the money is great, what if you don't feel in the mood to do creative stuff anymore? What if you feel that you need to take a break for 6 months and just run away from all work? To make sure that you are safe in these situations, it's very important to have an emergency fund. I'm not saying you need to have like crores of rupees saved for this case, but to make sure that you are safe in such a situation, it's very important to have at least 1 year's worth of spending in your savings bank account. So how do you count your monthly income? Just make a spreadsheet. I use a spreadsheet that has a very simple format. I'm going to leave the link in the description. So in that Excel sheet, all you have to do is write your monthly expenses each day as you spend. And you can take the average you spend in each month over 3 months, and then you will get your AME, or average monthly expenses. So multiply that AME by 12 and you have 1 year's worth of savings. So I call it an emergency fund. So when you have an emergency fund ready, you can at least be sure that on the financial front you are safe, and even if you feel the need to take a break, you have the luxury to do so without worrying about your money. Number 3. Do I have something to make my heart happy? When you are turning your passion into your profession, it usually means that you are forcing your hobby to make money for you. For example, writing is my hobby. I really enjoy writing. But when I start thinking about making money from writing, I only write the kind of articles or the kind of stories that I know will make money. But if I stop writing the kind of stories that make me happy, my heart will not feel fulfilled. See, we humans are wired in such a way that we need a perfect balance of work and life. And if you force your hobby to make you money every day, you'll stop enjoying that hobby. And no matter how rich you are, eventually you will lose interest in even writing or whatever your passion is. So, make sure that you leave a part of that hobby for yourself. Or you have more than one hobby that you can pursue for your heart's content. For example, I have other hobbies aside from writing. I love photography. I'm totally into fitness. I love traveling and I love spending time with pets. So all these things contribute and they keep me happy. They keep my mental health intact. Aside from that, writing is also very personal to me, and it's very important that I write something at least once a day that is just for myself. And I write in my journal. Sometimes I write fiction which I don't publish anywhere, but I know that these pieces of writing are only for me. They help me stay happy even if I feel the pressure to make money. It is not always from writing, and I know that I can have some amount of my writing to myself. Number 4, am I passionate enough to keep working hard? No matter how talented you are or no matter how rich you are, the initial few months as a self-employed person are going to be very hard. Either you might be struggling for money, or you might be struggling for freedom, or you might be struggling for time. Nobody can predict how hard it's going to be, and you can only remain in that profession if you are super passionate about this. I know a few friends who wanted to be self-employed, then they started a business, but because the business was not doing well in the first 2 months, they just quit the business and went back into their job. That will happen if you are not passionate enough. But if you really love what you're doing, and if you have full faith in yourself that you are going to make it big one day, then this question will never come that you want to quit. For example, I know that I love writing so much, I'm going to do it for free even if I don't get money. And I actually did it for free. Like, before I started earning money, I wrote for 6 years online without receiving a single penny from it. So that's a very important thing that most people overlook in their quest to be self-employed. And this is that you need to be super passionate about it, and money shouldn't be your sole motivator, especially at the beginning. There's a very famous quote that says, at the end, someone or something is going to give up. Either you give up and quit, or the obstacle gives up and makes it easier for you to reach success. The question is, are you determined enough to keep pushing on? That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it until here. I would love to know what do you think of this video, and if you'd like to watch more such content from me in the future, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you have some friend who you know wants to turn their passion into their profession, make sure you send this video to them. I'm sure it would be very helpful for anyone who's in the same boat and questioning whether or not to leave their job. To make sure you don't miss out on content like this in the future, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you press the bell icon so you don't miss out any more videos. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Until then, stay awesome and keep smiling. Bye.